Hey everyone, I'm Hannah Finnerty, the Communications Coordinator for the Citizens Utility Board. Today I am bringing you my top 5 tips to help you save money on your utility service. We at CUB know that the pandemic has confined a lot of people to their homes, and it's taking a toll on all of our wallets too. And all this time spent at home has been harder on our utility bills as well. We're using more gas, more water, more electricity, and certainly more internet. And we're seeing these higher bills just as we face the worst economic crisis that we've had in the US since the Great Depression. So the last thing that you need to be worried about among all of these other things is higher utility bills. So CUB released our new guide to home savings to help you reduce your costs and hopefully help alleviate some of that financial stress too. So today I'll be sharing my top tips from this guide on this live stream. But I encourage you to click the link in the video description to get your free copy of the guide, which has a lot more tips. To emphasize, it is free. It is a free service provided by CUB for you. It is full of helpful hints to reduce your energy usage and cut back on your energy consumption, because as we know, the cheapest energy is the energy that you never use. Practicing energy efficiency can be a huge money saver. And what's good for the pocketbook is usually good for the planet as well. So 2 birds, 1 stone there. But first, I just want to make sure that you all can hear me. So please give me a thumbs up or an emoji, or write a comment just so that I know that you guys can see my video clearly and the audio is coming through well too. And I'll just give people a little bit more time to jump on the video as well. Okay, I see a couple of, I see a couple likes there. Thank you so much. I will get started then. So my number 1 tip is to wash full loads of laundry. Full being the key word here. It might be a little bit obvious to some people, but most washers use the same amount of energy no matter the load size. So whether it's completely packed or it is just a towel or 2. So you want to make sure that you are getting the most bang for your buck and that you are filling the washer to an appropriate level, not overfilling, but making sure that is a full load. That will save you money. And if your washer has a high speed or an extended spin cycle, you should take advantage of that technology, because removing as much moisture as possible before putting your clothes in the dryer will reduce your dryer time and will save you money on that end as well. If you want, you can consider skipping the dryer altogether and investing in a drying rack or a clothesline to air dry some of your laundry. I live in an apartment building with pay washers and dryers, and I use a drying rack, and it has saved me a lot of money. So I recommend that if you can. But if you don't have that option, you should avoid overfilling the dryer, and on the dryer, opt for a lower heat setting as well. My second tip is to replace your old shower head. Preferably one that restricts water flow to 2.5 gallons per minute or less. When you're shopping for a new shower head, you can look for those that are labeled by water sense. Those use 20% less water during the shower, but will get you just as clean. So that'll save you a lot on your water bill. You can also look for a shower head with a control lever. You might have seen these before. It's just a little knob that you can adjust the water level while you're shampooing, shaving, or soaping up. You can use that lever to reduce or turn off the water flow, which will also save you a lot of water and money on your water bill. My third tip is about alternative suppliers, and we talk a lot about alternative suppliers at CUB. Competition, you would think, in the energy industry would theoretically help us lower our electric and gas bills, but in recent years, it has really caused a lot of trouble for Illinois consumers. Customers with alternative electricity suppliers have lost more than $870 million since 2015 because of alternative suppliers. We see a lot of people calling into CUB with these outrageous rates from alternative suppliers. And the bottom line is that you are likely to lose your money with an alternative supplier. 9 times out of 10, you should just, 9 times out of 10, just stick with your utility. They are going to give you the best rate. Thankfully, the Illinois Commerce Commission, the ICC, has directed alternative suppliers to stop door-to-door marketing during the public health emergency. So that is going for us right now. But you could still get a call from a salesperson, or you could get a solicitation in the mail. So make sure that you are not giving out your utility account number unless you are absolutely certain that you want to switch to another supplier. If a marketer gets your account number, they could sign you up for an offer without your consent. We've definitely seen that before at CUB. And always remember, you're probably better off just sticking with your utility right now. My 4th tip is to turn down the water temperature on your water heater. Most manufacturers will automatically set your water heater to 140 degrees, but most households don't need the temperature that high. You could be losing more than $60 a year just to have that extremely hot water going. Switching your tank from 140 to 120 is still safe for most households and saves you money. And as an added bonus, it can prolong the life of your home's water system. So again, switching from 140 degrees to 120 degrees can minimize the mineral buildup and corrosion going on in your water system. So that will also save you money in the long run. And finally, my 5th tip. This is more of just a PSA and less of a tip, but if you're having difficulty paying your bills right now, you are absolutely not alone. The Illinois Commerce Commission implemented special consumer protections for all customers of private investor-owned electric, gas, and water utilities during the COVID-19 crisis. These protections include a freeze on service disconnections and late payment fees until Governor Pritzker lifts the state of emergency. Also, the ICC directed utilities to create flexible credit and payment options. The utilities under this directive include ComEd, Peoples Gas, Nicor Gas, North Shore Gas, Ameren Illinois, Mid-American, Illinois American, and Aqua Illinois. If you want more information about these consumer protections, the most recent episode of CUB's podcast, Power Source, covers these protections and what they mean for Illinois consumers. You can listen to Power Source on your podcast app, or I'll also put a link in the episode, a link to the episode in the video description, so you can find it there as well. If you need financial assistance, you can apply for assistance through LIHEAP or the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. LIHEAP helps eligible low-income households pay for their gas and their electric service. You can call LIHEAP at 1-877-411-9276 to see if you qualify for assistance. Again, that number is 1-877-411-9276, and that's the LIHEAP number. Please remember that even though your service can't be disconnected right now, past due bills will eventually have to be paid in full. We at CUB recommend that all customers should try to pay their bills in full and practice sound energy efficiency and follow the tips that I'm talking about right now. And more of those tips can be found in our guide. Energy efficiency is really the way to go if you're looking for ways to cut back on your utility bills. But if you can't afford your bills in full, try to at least pay some amount each month and contact your utility to enter into a payment arrangement. There is a moratorium on shutoffs, like I said, but your usage is still being recorded, your bills can still increase, and any debt that you may owe to the utility can grow. So just keep that in mind. And those are my 5 tips to help you cut your utility costs. All of these tips and many more are included in CUB's free guide to home savings. You can download the guide for free by clicking the link in the video description. And if you want more information about energy efficiency, utility service, or clean, affordable energy in Illinois, please visit citizensutilityboard.org or cubhelpcenter.com. Thank you for tuning in with me today. I hope that you all learned something, and I hope that you download our guide. It is a free service. It is there for you. So please download it and take advantage of that, and hopefully you can save some money. So until next time, please stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Thank you so much for tuning in.